Hey, how's it going? It's Lewis. I'm back with ADS again. We got this beautiful 1995 BMW 840 with the V8 in the shop. We're going to be doing a full paint correction, ceramic coating on all the painted surfaces, wheels, the windshield. We're restoring the trim and going around this vehicle and giving it a full baby art of detailing package while it's in the shop. Today, we are moving on to the second stage of we're going to begin restoring the trim. Yesterday, when we got started on this detail, we removed all four of the wheels, deep cleaned the faces and the barrels, got all of that old brake dust and contamination out the barrels of the wheels, put those back on, deep cleaned every single exterior surface of the vehicle, so the paint has been ironed, decontaminated. Clay bar, we deep cleaned all the cracks and crevices with our soft bristle brush, washed everything with Fine Lab Pure Wash and a little splash of IGL Multi. And so now the surface is nice and stripped. All of the defects are revealed and visible. The layer of wax is gone, and the vehicle is prepared for us to move on with the later steps of this detail. We're going to get started with restoring this trim on this vehicle. This is an older vehicle, and because it's an older vehicle that's been driven around outside, has seen many different seasons, so all of the trim and plastic pieces around the vehicle seem to have some age on them. They're a little bit faded, dark black, fade into a light gray style color. So we're going to use a solution finish to go over all of these trim pieces, the black variant of solution finish. And we're going to attempt to restore this trim to a nice deep black film. So before we get started on the paint correction procedure, we want to go ahead and try and restore this trim back to that deep black sheen, dark black, beautiful color that it once was, so that when we complete the paint correction, all of the trim around the vehicle looks as good as the rest of the car. For that job, we'll be using Solution Finish Black Trim Restore. We got a few special squared off Q-tips right here. I like to use these in areas like this because it allows me to work with precision instead of using a big sponge that I cut up. As you can see, I've already taped up the painted areas around the trim to kind of prevent me from getting this solution on the painted areas. But as you can see here around the edge of the trim here, it's all like a light faded color. You can see white pieces from prior times where it's been polished or possibly corrected, or possibly a wax or type of sealant that someone tried to install on the vehicle. We're going to start there to try and bring that back to the proper black finish that it should be. Let's go ahead and give it a shot and see what we can get. So we've wrapped up the trim restoration portion of this. The next thing we're going to go ahead and jump into is the two-stage paint correction. We got a lot of work to do on this, so we're going to go ahead and jump into that. We began on the paint correction. We've already cut the entire vehicle down using a rotary, our twisted wool roots, coarse cutting pad, and we use Meguiar's M100 to go around the whole car and level down majority of the defects. So I'm going back and around with Meguiar's M110 Ultra Pro Speed Compound, and I'm using a 3D dark purple heavy cutting pad to level out those cutting marks. And then once I complete this step, we're going to move into finishing everything down with Meguiar's M210 Ultra Pro Finishing Polish, so everything comes out to a nice high gloss shine. So let's roll right into it. So we're back, and we finally wrapped up this 1995 BMW 840 Ci with the V8, and let me tell you, it looks phenomenal. After close to 40 hours of paint correction, yes, I said 40 hours I spent correcting the paint alone, this vehicle did take quite a bit of work out of me. Just because of how delicate the paint is, this was a respray, and it had quite a few defects around the vehicle that required a more focus touch in order for us to get this vehicle looking its best before it goes to Tuna Galleria soon. So After the two-stage paint correction, we prepped the vehicle and installed Dr. Beasley's Nano Resin Kit 5-year ceramic coating on all the painted surfaces, as well as the wheels. So the paint and the wheels have all been ceramic coating, plastic coating on all of the trim that we restored earlier in this detailed process. So everything has been sealed in with ceramic. This was a very fun project to wrap up inside the shop, ADS. I'm pretty satisfied at the end result of this car. Hopefully the client is satisfied. I know he's been really excited from the pictures that we've been sending him back and forth during the course of this detail. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the pictures and the footage that we have posted around the various social media outlets and this video as well. So let us know, like, comment, and subscribe. Again, this is Lewis at Aesthetic Detail Studio, and we'll catch you next time at the Art of Detailing.
Oh, that's nice, oh. Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. In my posters, say now, I've been humble too long, yeah. Tell them all to stay calm, yeah. Tell them all to move on, yeah. My posters say now, they be lost in the sauce, yeah. Took a loss, that's your loss, yeah. Had to get my point across, yeah. Heard them lasers talking now and we don't pay that no mind. Didn't need to watch them know that I'll be here in no time. Put a candle on it, had to tell them they could blow mine. Lights, camera, action, ayy.